The bankruptcy and closing of a previously successful corporation can often be attributed to many factors, and Toys R Us is no different. The retail giant declared bankruptcy last fall and recently announced the closing of all 735 stores, partly because fewer babies are being born and there's less demand for toys. But don't miss this irony. A business geared toward families with young kids, the parent company of Babies R Us, has openly supported abortion. For years, Toys R Us donated massive amounts of money directly or indirectly to Planned Parenthood, also known as Aborted Babies R Us. Obviously, the growth of Amazon and others impacted many businesses that simply cannot compete. There are also other factors. People aren't getting married till later in life, and millennials are waiting. They're either waiting to have children or not having them at all. Some have also claimed this generation has trouble committing to lifelong relationships such as marriage. Well, in 2010, the pro-life community called out Toys R Us, who eventually agreed to stop donating to the abortion industry. But Toys R Us continued to match financial gifts to various Susan G. Komen chapters that fund Planned Parenthood. In 2016, Komen gave Planned Parenthood $363,000 for breast cancer treatment, despite the fact Planned Parenthood performs no on-site mammograms, and its cancer screenings dropped 68% in 10 years. Planned Parenthood receives $543.7 million in taxpayer funding, and in a recent year took in an additional $533 million in private contributions. The abortion giant eliminates more than 324,000 lives every year. Toys R Us explains in its 2017 filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, quote, "Most of our end customers are newborns and children, and as a result, our revenues are dependent on the birth rates in countries where we operate," unquote. So Americans are simply buying less toys because there are a lot less babies to buy toys for. Paul Boyce at the Daily Wire says Toys R Us deserves its humiliating end and explains, quote, "For the past decade, the organization has joined the ranks alongside Target, Starbucks, and every megastore chain in the conquest of progressive social engineering," unquote. Now, way too many companies support offensive or ungodly things. But on the flip side, once you know a business stands for biblical principles, life, marriage, faith, family, religious freedom, let them know by supporting them with your business and by telling others. I'm David Fiorazo. God bless you and keep speaking the truth about things that matter.